Alright, so it has been a good while since we've revisited Jurassic World Evolution on the PlayStation 4. Well, PlayStation 4 disc. We're on the PlayStation 5. But on my PlayStation 4, I do have Return to Jurassic Park, but for some reason that didn't carry over, so I don't have it on PS5. I have it, but I don't have it, if that makes any sense. So, we're gonna get into a new campaign, and then probably after we're done with Jurassic World Evolution, we're going to do Lego's Jurassic World, which is on Xbox, which means I have to hook my Xbox Series X back up, because I have it unhooked when I'm not playing it. You know, there's no point in using the power or keeping it hooked up if you're not gonna use it. So, I have to hook that whole thing up, and I might live stream that, because I haven't done a live stream in a very long time, so I figured I could probably live stream that. On top of that and everything else, I do have Jurassic Park, the Classic Games Collection. I thought about starting with that, but I didn't because just in case if it doesn't get a lot of love, and they're all the classic games, all the original games, and I don't want to see the original Jurassic Park games just collecting dust on the channel, not getting the love they deserve, because they really do deserve it. So if you guys want to see that, I'll put it up on the channel, but I'd rather know before I did it, but that is an option to do as well. So let's go ahead and get into a brand new campaign of Jurassic World Evolution. I already know what I'm doing in this game, so there's gonna be a lot of talk and pop-ins, you know, the tutorials and stuff like that. It's gonna be annoying for the first mission, but once we get the ball rolling and we got free reign to do what we want, it's gonna be good. So we got a long way to go. Let's get into Jurassic World Evolution. Yep. I don't even remember the last time I played this game. I used to play the hell out of this game.
May I say welcome? My name is Dr. Ian Malcolm.
Ian Malcolm.
You may have heard of me. Well, correction, you should have heard of me, especially now that you're here. So before you are the islands that you need to manage, if you can. The 5 deaths. Jeez, if only there had been 5.
Speaking of deaths, I'm gonna say this right now. I don't believe Robert Muldoon is dead. I'll tell you why later.
Isla Matanceros. It's relatively stable. Yeah, you can get your feet wet here, and you should. Because diving into the deep end of the pool is where the big, angry, hungry things are, and you want to be ready before you try that.
Also, that classic Jurassic Park theme song, you only hear that in this game. You don't hear it in none of the movies, you only hear it in this game. That's another thing I picked up.
I'm Cabot Finch.
Oh god, here we go with the suits. I hate corporate suits.
And I'm here to help you. You'll start by building a Hammond creation lab. We've already started on an enclosure for you. You should just attach it to the side. But watch out for dinosaurs. Just kidding.
There we go.
Let's focus on what you're here to do, which is create
connect a road to it.
Facilities on the islands we call the 5 Deaths. Actually, Las Cinco Muertes, because Spanish is the lingo of choice around here.
Yeah, we're in Costa Rica. No shit.
You'll need to connect it to the pre-existing network of paths and the power grid.
I'm aware of this, you corporate fuck. There we go.
Now comes the real test, incubating a dinosaur. You'll start with a Struthiomimus. Select the creation lab and pick a hatchery bay. There's enough genome data for your first viable dinosaur.
Another thing we have to do.
Machinations of the ambitious.
Is feeder.
Undoing extinction, playing with nature's laws. What can possibly go wrong?
Come on, Doctor. You know we've learned so much and invested even more in our Jurassic operations since the last time.
Yes, Mr. Finch, yes, the last time. There's always a last time. And a next.
That's true. Okay, she is ready to go, so we're gonna let her out. Little Stroot. Little Strooty.
Life. It begins. The most precious moment. The result of incalculable actions and reactions, trials and errors, genetic mutations and unknowable combinations, chaos, all leading to a living, breathing, thinking being, an entity, distinct and unique. And now we, you, just manufacture them. So, well done, I guess.
That dude is so afraid of the dinosaurs in the island ever since the first movie.
The Foundation has 3 main areas of interest: security, entertainment, and science.
Yeah, I
I've
know.
already nudged the heads of each division to reach out to you personally. They'll offer opportunities and incentives for you to be part of their team. Choose one of their contracts.
Can you give me access to
It'll
the
help you
menu
develop
now
your
so I can
facility.
feed my Struthiomimus? We're gonna go security, because this right here is what's gonna give you the dinosaurs we really want. You do the security missions, this is where you get them.
This is Lambert, head of security.
Yours, theirs, and mine. Welcome to the islands. So here's our basic conundrum. We want to keep our animals under control while simultaneously encouraging instinctive behaviors, because these animals have potential as combatants. Look, everyone's fear object, myself included, is to have these animals running free and loose in the park. But we can't exploit them globally without taking some chances.
Contracts can be requested from the division heads inside the control room. Complete these to increase your reputation and gain additional revenue to keep expanding your park. So, one more
Where
thing.
is she at?
Your reputation. Your rep, quote unquote. Keep an eye on it, okay? If you have a solid reputation with a division, you're more likely to benefit from them. Financially, I mean. But, like life, it's a balancing act. Each division is vying for your attention, and if they don't get it, they tend to take it personally.
Yeah, like sabotage and killing people. Throwing temper tantrums that get people killed. That's what they do.
The research
I
center
really
lets
don't
you
like
improve your
corporations,
park
I'm
in
sorry.
various exciting ways. New buildings, upgrades, and more await. Well done. And you'll notice absolutely no hint of sarcasm. Unless you listen real closely. So what I meant to say is that completing that contract has raised your standing. Your reputation, if you will, with the security division. This means they'll be willing to give you more difficult missions.
Okay, here's our first main mission.
Lambert here. I've got a new assignment that I think is perfect for your skill set. Give it a once over, then let me know if you're interested.
Let's see. Alright, so if we get 50% genome for the Edmontosaurus, then we unlock the Storm Defense Station. Which is easy enough, so that's what we're gonna do.
Glad to have you on board. As you can imagine, the animals in the various facilities are constantly probing for weaknesses in our security systems. They're smarter and more devious than people give them credit for. But I refuse to underestimate their capabilities. That's why I'm always testing and evaluating our security protocols and barriers. This is where you come in.
I've got to give this guy Lambert his due. He actually sees these animals as both opportunity and threat.
Yes, I know how feeders work.
I'm gonna need you to extract enough DNA from fossils to incubate and hatch a dinosaur.
Okay.
This is the first phase of this mission. Carry on.
Every 10 minutes instead of 8 minutes. That way it puts her food out evenly. We are going to smooth this hill out right here. Just because the Jeeps later on getting in and out of here will have hell getting over that hill. There we go. That's perfectly fine. She found her bush. She is happy. Okay, so let's go into the fossil
lets you
center.
extract DNA from fossils and amber in order to create new dinosaur genomes. Exciting!
Yeah, it is exciting. Oh shit, we got these. Okay. Yes. 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 Alright, where's the Edmontosaurus? Right here. Go ahead, send the
Good.
team
Your
out.
first expedition team is out. They'll bring back what they find to the fossil center for extraction.
Mm-hmm.
Your job is simple.
Can you get your ass out of the screen so I can look at you properly? Thank you. Inappropriate.
Brings in capital, money, huh? Which means you can do more research to build better facilities and create more dinosaurs. And there you go. A circle of life. Development and resources. Nature and commerce.
Here, let me see something real quick.
Simple.
Alright, okay, she's fine, but she definitely needs pack mates, for sure. Whole bunch of bullshit. Alright. Let's get her some friends. Struthies are cheap, so we should be able to get some. And by some, I mean, like, including her, 3 or 4. Let's give her a name, since this is our first one. We're gonna call her Lily. There we go. That's Lily. That is our first Edmontosaurus in the park. Not Edmontosaurus, Jesus. Okay, I've got the Edmon on my mind. My bad. Our first Struthiomimus. Lord have mercy, please forgive me. Okay, here's our second one. And they are already socializing. We'll name the other ones later. I just wanted to name our first one, that way we know that she's the OG, she's the original.
You should extract genomes from fossils that have been collected inside your fossil center.
No, yeah,
That will increase the amount of viable data you have to create dinosaurs.
You have any idea how many times I've played and beaten this damn game? I know what I'm doing. Damn suits. Now we just wait. See, viewing stations. Do we have, no, those are shelters. Here we go, this is fine. We will set this right here. Okay. Because if they can't see the dinosaurs, you're not going to make the money that you need to get other stuff that's important. So you have to set up viewing platforms. These are needed. These are necessary. If you make a paddock, you have to put one of these down. Because that's the whole point of the dinosaurs. They're attractions. They're not just living beings or attractions. If they can't see the dinosaurs, they're not going to want to visit your park. They're not going to want to do anything. Also, because people are fat and lazy pieces of shit,
Next, you'll need to
you're going to want
incubate the animal
shortcuts.
in a Hammond creation laboratory before releasing and housing it in an enclosure. You'll also want to make sure we've got an ACU presence on this island. I'm doing what I can to help you. Do what you can to help the security division.
Yep, that's fine. Alright, so this is out of power because it has no substation. That's fine. You simply go over to power, select the substation, find a nice, neat place to put it. Go ahead and construct it, and then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take the substation, connect it to a power pole like so. Set it down, and then, boom, you are online. Okay, let's see, what do we have here? Apparently there's some new shizzy-gizzies. Okay, Horseshoe Canyon Formation, that's fine. How's our fossils and chit coming along? Okay, they're all done. Alright, yeah, I know, we're not doing too good right now. Let's see, what do we need? Increase a new genome. Increase it to what? Okay, so you want me to increase a new genome. Okay, I mean, the Admonosaurus is pretty up there. The Triceratops could use some research. I guess we'll try the trike. Okay, incubate and release at a Hammond Creation Lab in Admonosaurus. Okay, the Admontosaurus is, yes, it is a herbivore, and these will get along with the Struthies. This is fine. So we're going to go ahead and incubate her, get her ready to go in there. There's just one issue. I forgot what their social status was. But that's okay, when we get her out, we'll deal with it. We'll deal with it as it comes, so. Let's see, what else do we need? To increase our rating, storm shelters or emergency shelters will increase your park's rating. These are good. So since this park is so damn small, at least for right now, what we're going to do is we're only going to set down just a few. Okay. When we build an upgrade later on, we're going to add more down. But for right now, just these two, just for now, should be okay. Alright, let's see. Okay, so anything that we're not gonna use, we can sell and get a couple of bucks back out of. So that little stretch of road right there, we're not gonna use it. We're gonna leave this one here because we're eventually going to build out here, which will give us more to do, more area to build in. So let's just, no, shit. Double check. Make sure we've got everything. What's going on here? Okay, that's just a hill. That's just like a small, not a small hill, but that's a hill. Okay, here's our Admonosaurus. Done. Let's check her out. There she is. Even as big as they are, I wouldn't hold that threatening.
We are pleased to welcome an Admontosaurus.
Okay. Alright, let's see. Lifespan is basic, alright, that's fine. I'm trying to figure out your social status. Okay, I don't care about that. Alright, comfort threshold is 20%. Alright, social group, 1 of 15. Susceptible to common cold. Alright. Security objective. Construct an ACU center. Alright. I thought we already had an ACU center, but whatever. Alright, asset containment units. These guys are pretty much the security forces of Jurassic World. If I can get it set down right. It's like kind of slant cricket. I don't like it. It's gonna fuck with me. Oh well, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna put it right here. If I just forget about it, I won't notice it's like slightly cricketed and it won't bug the shit out of me. Alright, ACU center is up. And we gotta wait for it to get done. So while we're doing that, what we can do is we can set up... Yeah, we can set up fast food. Where are we gonna set this? Let's put it right here, because why the hell not? Yes, I know power. Alright, so we are going to... Yeah.
Good. Build more power stations or increase your output.
Alright. So since we're going to be building out this way a little bit later, what we're going to do is we're going to set this at least right here. So when we do build out this way a little bit more, we'll have some... We'll have some area for power. So we can build like along these lines and get some power going. Let's see, requires power. Alright.
Ah, Dr. Dua. This is our new Director of Operations.
I'm aware, Cabot. I'm Dr. Dua. I run the science division of our operation. Okay, you're going to need to build your reputation in the science division. Not easy with me around, but you'll manage. That means managing our dinosaur population and seeing that they are flourishing.
I can do that.
I'm Claire Deering, and I've been on these islands
Oh, there's
before.
Claire.
On Isla Nublar, I made some mistakes, and I've tried to set them right. I believe in what we're doing, and I believe in these dinosaurs. More buildings can only mean more opportunities. Go for it.
Yeah, I'm trying to. And I don't have...
I'm Owen Grady.
Right.
Owen to
There's
my
Owen.
friends. I've seen things I'd rather not talk about, but it hasn't dampened my commitment to the dinosaurs. The raptors more generally, and me and Blue specifically. We have a special relationship, like what I have with Claire. Less complicated. Anyway, nice to meet you.
Okay, so set up another power station. We'll go ahead and connect it. I am slowly running out of friggin' money. But that's okay, because what we're doing is going to get us more money. Alright, oh yeah, the ACU center is ready to go, but it needs power, so I gotta wait for the power station to get done. Okay. Yeah, I know power output, blah, 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 blah. I'm very aware. I know how this works. 2 freaking day, people! So, later on in the game, and I'm mainly speaking, you know, to people that have probably never played this game. That's mainly the people I'm talking to when I'm explaining this shit. Later on in the game, you can buy upgrades for your power stations. These are very important for keeping your park up and running. Trust me. Alright, so what do we gotta do? Okay, reload speed. Alright, so research center. That's the fossil center. This is the research center. All right. We need ACU reload speed. Where the hell is that at? Right here. 100 grand. We have just enough. Oh, these are done. We could sell this for money. Boom. And boom. Let's go ahead and get these incubated. Not incubated, I'm sorry. Researched so we can up the level for our Triceratops. One thing that I do like to do, me personally. Not everybody does this, but I do this. I do this every time I play this game. When I get the opportunity or the chance to, I always 100% all of my genomes. All of them. I think it's so cool how they do that. Alright, let's see. Yeah, so pretty much everything you unlock is going to be stored somewhere. You're going to have some kind of documentation of everything you do in this damn game. Alright. There we go.
Right. This next bit is gonna sound a little crazy because frankly, it is. But we are gonna encourage one of the dinosaurs to breach our containment grid. We'll then react and see if our procedures and personnel are up to the challenge.
Yes. So at this point, I'd like to take back everything I just said about this guy.
Yeah, I know. Because when they do that, you lose money. Every time a dinosaur gets out, whether it's a mission or not, you lose
Taking this
money.
one to the bank, and we got you to thank for it.
All right. So we need to get ACU on standby. Add task. There she is. Okay. Couple of more hits and she'll break out. Then we've got to repair the fence, which also costs money. Then it costs money to move her. It even costs money to tranquilize her. See? Everything costs money. So, my own security division is fucking me out of at least a couple $100 grand. This game is a very delicate balancing act. Okay, she's got that fence fucked up. I'm gonna wait the moment she breaks out. I'm gonna hit her with the trank. Well, you gotta wait for ACU to get over there to her, then trank her. But the moment she busts that open, I'm gonna give the order. Come on, woman, get mad at it. That's a tough fucking fence. If she don't hit it within the next, if she don't break it within the next 2 hits, I'm just gonna trank her. And it decides to rain. Yay. There it goes. Alright. So, there's that. What we're gonna do in an emergency situation is we are going to open the shelters. Now, you don't have to, but this will save you lawsuits in the game and shit like that. And yes, that does happen. That 100% does happen. Alright, so once the threat is clear...
Uh-oh, that looks expensive. You should get that fixed, and soon. A ranger team is equipped for that.
Yeah, we know. Okay, so close shelter. I thought I opened all shelters, but apparently I opened just one.
You'll need to call in the offshore transport team to safely move this dinosaur back to its enclosure.
Shut your fucking mouth, I know what I'm doing. I just gotta find the place. Where is it? ECU... Okay, we don't want to wake her up yet. Do we not have a ranger station? $400 grand. Alright. You absolutely need a ranger station. That is... An ACU station and a ranger station are absolute musts. There's a lot of things in this game that you need, but a ranger station and an ACU station, these are very, 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 very important. So we can't wake her up until we get this fence fixed. Because if we bring in the helicopter to move her back in here, what she's going to do is the moment she touches down, she's going to wake up. And with this fence being open, she's going to find it again.
I'm Isaac. I've been hearing good things about you.
Let's see, reach at least $500 profit per minute from guest facilities in the park.
Don't answer. That's rhetorical and painfully obvious. What I'm saying is that we need people in our parks. Fill up our facilities with warm bodies. Numbers bring revenue, excitement, and opportunities.
Are you a-holes done yet? You also gotta kind of keep an eye on your power consumption as well. Each facility you build, each building that comes down, requires a power output. So you have to have enough generators and power stations and substations in your park to maintain the power of all these buildings. Alright. So, add task. Fix the fence.
Crew responding to repair request.
No, depending on what way they go, we'll see if we can't just go ahead. Give me a second. Sorry. We'll see if we can't just go ahead and move her and get her back in the fence, depending on what way they go. Also, another thing is, with the tranquilized dinosaurs, if you leave them tranquilized for too long, they will die. So I have been keeping an eye on her health bar, which is 100% right now. She's still agitated, but she's going to stay agitated until we move her. Right now, she's knocked the bug out. Right now, she is very stoned. Okay. So they're going to fix the fence from the inside, which is fine. So we're going to go down to transport. We're going to grab her. And we're going to get her way over here. That way it takes her time to get over here to the other side of the fence. And by the time she's even moved, they should be done fixing this.
Asset has been collected.
Wrong button. There we go. Alright, gate is fixed. Poor girl.
Asset transportation complete.
Still agitated, huh? Okay, so the next best thing to do with that is to do what the mission wants us to do. Gates open. Oh, Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
we have our runner. Time to tag him and bag him. We're using less than lethal, but remember, that dinosaur doesn't know this is just supposed to be a drill. So watch your back.
While I understand the need to keep our security as sharp as possible, this is not the way I would go about doing it.
You have a problem with how we keep you safe, Doctor. I'm happy to discuss it at a later time. Right now, we have our hands full.
Alright, tranquilizer again. Dude, this has got to suck for her. I feel bad for that poor girl. She's getting tranked twice. I tried to just let it do it naturally, but no, they, like, specifically want us to open the damn gate. Alright, so I'm gonna close the gate before my Struthies get out. Where am I? Okay, yep. They didn't even, they didn't even care. Where is she? Oh, they already got her out. She's already out. Okay, so... Teleport, yep. Okay, so we're gonna move her
Collecting assets.
in here. Transport tranquilized dinosaur into an enclosure. Alright. That's what we did the first time, but no, like, the game's real specific, so you gotta do it that way. Can't just let her break out, even though that's how it, that is how it normally happens. Now, the gates do open and the gates can come open. That is if it's a sabotage incident, which one of the other departments will sabotage the gates to your park and open all the gates. Like I said, these people in the game, they're not your friends. They're not even cool people. They are bloodthirsty suits. Even the scientists. Hell, I remember one mission where I know for a fact it was the entertainment department that sabotaged the gates, opened all the gates, and it landed me in like 3 different lawsuits. Got like 7 people killed and all kinds of destruction. I had to repair and fix everything. And I know it was the entertainment department because they were the ones that had the lowest bar meter. So it's shit like that in this game that can happen and does happen. All right, that's one down.
That's the job finished. True and square. Look, the thing is, we're still learning where our boundaries are when it comes to keeping these animals under control. God knows they're working out ways to exploit our weaknesses. Guess we'll find out who gets to the limits of our abilities first. Us or them. Ever vigilant.
And that's always been the challenge of the Jurassic industrial complex. Exploitation versus security. The immense potential for profit and for violence.
Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for any inconvenience.
3 words. Contract you yes.
It's all easy stuff for right now, but these missions later on, the more parks you open, the bigger you get. All of this shit will eventually get harder and harder, especially if you're trying to unlock the Indominus Rex or the Indoraptor. Well, the Indoraptor's a bitch. Now, for a lot of you, you're probably like, oh, come on. Look, I can do it, you can do it, and I've done it multiple times. It takes time, and it takes effort. You have to want it. See if there's anything new. Alright. What else do we need? There's our storm defense. We don't need this on this island. This island's literally perfect. It just rains, that's it. Nothing happens. So we're not going to be using that, like, at all on this particular island. However, what we are going to do is we are going to sit down this motel, or hotel, whichever, I don't know. This fucking place to stay. It's a luxury place to stay. So we're going to set this down here. Actually, hang on. Where's our build limits? Okay, wait. We will set it here. Okay. This is going to get us guests. This is where your guests come from. They need a place to stay, this is where they go. Once you put this down, guests start rolling in. I'm not really too worried about the roads right now. I just need them to connect. I'll make everything look pretty later. Right now, I'm just trying to get this damn place up off the ground. So, we've got one dinosaur attraction. We have a fast food restaurant. And we have 2 shelters. That's good enough. We have our security measurements. We have our expedition center, which is basically what we need for fucking going out and getting money and shit. But we have our ACU center. And we have our ranger station, so we're good there. We have 2 power stations, that's fine. We're going to wait for more revenue to roll in before we start doing more and making more. Sitting here telling you guys that I can't stand suits. I sound like a fucking suit myself. Trying to give you guys, like, just okay advice on how I play this game. An ex-homie of mine that, oh, shit. What happened? Okay, that's fine. An ex-homie of mine that played this game with me. We even did collaborations back in the day. He was okay-ish at the game. But I was constantly giving him pointers and not updates, but pointers and advice on the best way to run the park. And he did pretty good following my advice. Alright, so our hotel is up and running. This is where our guests are going to come from. And then we're just going to need to put more attractions down, but we're kind of running low on the Monet. Let's just go ahead and check on you, see how you're doing. She's fine. She's sleeping. Let's go ahead and incubate one more Edmontosaurus. Just to give her someone to talk to instead of the Struthies. Because, I mean, there's 3 of them. There's only 1 of her, so I'm pretty sure she's like, this fucking sucks, kind of, sort of. Another thing to be careful about is when you modify your dinosaurs, you're putting yourself at potential risk to have your incubation fail. The more modifications you have on your dinosaurs, the higher your ratings for the dinosaur goes up. The more people want to see it, the more money you make. However, the higher your chance that your incubation fails and you lose every dollar that you put into that dinosaur incubating it goes up and up and up. So there are upgrades you can get that will increase your success rate. Like you've got success rate 1.0, success rate 2.0, success rate 3.0. You can do hatchery capacity. You can incubate more than 3 dinosaurs at a time. You can do incubation speed, which, you know, that'll increase your incubation speed. You ain't gotta wait too damn long. I never really screw with incubation speed because I really don't care. It'll get done when it gets done. Normally what I focus on is success rate 3.0. That's usually what I use. Because if it takes a little while for the dinosaur to incubate, that's fine. As long as I have the extra guarantee that my $3 million dinosaur, and yes, I have spent that much money on these dinosaurs in this game, my $3 million dinosaur doesn't die. And then you're out $3 million bucks. And I have lost that before, too. And it fucking is, it's some bullshit.
This dinosaur, the Edmontosaurus, was originally uncovered at a site in Canada. I'll let you guess where. The T-Rex thinks these are delicious, and who's to argue?
I really don't like that motherfucker. I really don't. Alright. Star rating is fine. Okay, overall, what the fuck do we need? Poor variety, great welfare. Oh, you fucking bitch.
Responsible management of our animals is key, as is creating a safe environment for our visitors.
Poor satisfaction. Okay, that's fine. So we need more dinosaurs. We need everything. We need everything. That's what we need. We need everything. We need it all. So what we're going to do next is we are going to set up restrooms. Because people have been pissing and shitting in the woods this entire time. Okay. That'll work there for now. Can you imagine having no restrooms on the island? And you're just, you know, like you're a guest walking down the road. And somebody's like, Mommy, look, it's a dinosaur! And there's some dude squat by a bush taking a dump. It's like, no. That right there, son, is what we call the bullshitosaurus. Because that right there is some bullshit. Now, where's security? Can you imagine? Oh, my God. Alright, so that'll bring up a little bit, not too much. Fast food, okay, let me see something right quick. Can we add another one of these? $150,000. We might be able to stretch one. Where would we put this? Because we want our guests to see our dinosaurs. Or our modern part dinosaur genetic modifications. Because they're not pure dinosaurs. There's a sweet spot right here, and I'm trying to find it. This would work if I can just find that sweet spot. Usually if I spam X, if I can't find it, I spam X, it'll grab it. Sometimes that works, not all the time though. Okay, obstructed. Why is it obstructed? Okay, let's... First of all, let's remove these trees right here, see if that has anything to do with it. Though we don't want to modify the enclosure too much, because then the dinosaurs get uncomfortable and they don't like it. So you've got to be careful with what you do and how you modify the enclosure. Still obstructed. Okay, so it's got to be the trees on the outside then. Or it might even be the road. We'll see here in a minute. But if we can put this extra viewing station here, that'll increase our rating a little bit. Okay, then it's the terrain. Okay, so... let's just smoothen this entire area out. See if that helps at all. Because we don't really need a big piece, we just need one spot. If that doesn't work, then we'll find someplace else to put it then, I guess. There's a spot right freaking here. It's some damn where. If we had that extra viewing station, that'd be fine, but I might not be able to put it down. The more viewing platforms you got, the better. Wait, I can set it right here. Okay, that's fine. Because of fat, lazy, fucking burger-eating hot dog fucks, we're gonna have to make this an easy access. Because fatties do not like to walk. And in this game, you have to make platforms and shortcuts to appease your guests. Yeah, no, path not connected. Give me a minute. Okay, we're gonna go over here, and we are going to do this. So, this particular road right here is a bit more expensive. But, like I said, fatties and Karens will bitch. So, we're just gonna make this as easy as we can. Boom. Looks good. Needs a substation. That is fine. Okay. Actually, we'll set the substation right. I'd say about right there is fine. Go ahead and connect the power. Done. And boom.
To observe our magnificent creatures.
Alright. Let's check on our ladies over here. Make sure that they're fine. Grassland's good. Forest is okay. Wetland is okay. Population's okay. Food and water. Alright. So they're pretty good. They're doing pretty okay. Let's see. Triceratops is at 60%. Let's see if we can't just go ahead and 100% the Struthies. That way we can modify our Struthies. Alright, so the next thing we're going to need to do now is we are going to build a new paddock. Not a very, very big paddock, but a paddock good enough. And we are going to set a carnivore in this paddock. So the front gate will obviously be right here, but right now what we're going to do is we're going to set down our foundation. And we're going to get it kind of sort of close to the fence line. Not too close to the fence line, but kind of sort of close to the fence line. And another thing that we don't want to do is run out of fucking money. Hang on. Alright. So we might have just enough to build this paddock, but that's it, because I am definitely running out of cash. There we go, there it is. Alright. So the paddock's done. Like I said, it's not too big, but it's big enough. Okay, now we're gonna need to put a gate. There's that.
Ah, you did it. Congratulations to us both.
Uh-huh. We are definitely gonna need more grassland for what I'm gonna put in here. Alright, we'll see how that is. What now?
I've got an interesting opportunity for you to consider. It will allow us to work together to create life. Pure life.
Acquire
If you've been
50%
listening
genome
to
for the
Dr.
Triceratops?
Malcolm, then you know how
Easy.
important this is to us. And to me.
Easy, I can do it. Alright. So we've got that set.
I knew you were my kind of person. Inquisitive, driven, and I knew you couldn't resist this opportunity. So let's get started.
Yeah. Okay.
Together, we can create a more authentic version of our dinosaurs. That means a complete genome. And I think you are up to the challenge. Don't disappoint.
These right here are the best ones you can get.
We are making great strides so far. I believe I may be on the cusp of something wondrous, and I have you to thank, at least in part, for where I find myself. Now we need to incubate, hatch, and house our dinosaur. Then we will know if our efforts will have been worth it.
See how they make you sound so secondhand in this game? It's like, oh, you put in all the research. Yeah, well, I'm going to take most of your credit, if not all of it. But hey, thank you for helping. See how they do that in this game? Fucking corporate suits, dude. Holy shit. But anyway, that is going to be it for this video. Feels good to come back to Jurassic World Evolution and play this game again. Please consider to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon. Leave a comment down below. And let me know what you guys think. Coming back to Jurassic World Evolution after all this time. And if you guys want to see Jurassic Park Classic Games Collection on the channel. So that is going to be it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoy the dinosaurs. And I hope you guys don't mind the little advice that I dropped for you guys if you guys decide to play this game. That is going to be it. So take care, take it easy, stay safe, keep it metal, and I'll see you all in the next one. All right, everybody. Till then, until next time. Deuces, everyone.